In the winter of 1993, in the heart of London, a silent crime occurred that the police still refused to categorize. It happened in apartment 404 of the Blackwood estate. A young journalist named Julian Vane vanished. There was no sign of a break-in, no blood, and no struggle. The only thing the police found was Julian's high-end reel-to-reel tape recorder. It was still running, spinning in the dark, capturing the sound of an empty room. But when the forensic team listened to the tape, they didn't hear silence. They heard three distinct voices. One was Julian's, sounding terrified. The second was a low, mechanical hum. And the third was a voice that hadn't been heard in over 50 years. It was the voice of a woman who had died in that very apartment in 1941. This was just a disappearance. It was a forensic haunting. The woman's voice belonged to Eleanor Vance, a victim of a cold case from the Blitz era. Her death had been ruled an accident, but the tape suggested something far more sinister. On the recording, Eleanor's voice sounds as clear as if she was standing an inch from the microphone. She tells Julian, "It's not me you should fear. It's the one who stays in the corners." Julian had been investigating electronic voice phenomena, EVP. He believed that ghosts aren't just spirits, they are data, residual energy, trapped in the walls of our digital world. He theorized that a crime committed in the past leaves a bruise on time. If you play the right frequency, you can reopen that bruise. The tape reveals that Julian didn't just find Eleanor, he accidentally provided a bridge for whatever had killed her to return. Detective Sarah Jenkins was assigned to the Vane disappearance. She was a skeptic, a woman who believed in DNA and fingerprints, not poltergeists. But as she sat in that apartment, she began to experience the shadow effect. She would be writing notes and feel a cold hand on her shoulder. She would check the photographs of the crime scene and notice that in every single picture, a dark, tall silhouette was standing behind her in the reflection of the windows. Jenkins began to lose her mind. She started hearing the mechanical hum from the tape in her own home. She realized that the criminal wasn't Eleanor, and it wasn't a ghost in the traditional sense. It was a shadow entity, a parasite that feeds on the attention of those who investigate it. The more you look into the mystery of apartment 404, the closer the entity gets to you. It's a crime that uses the investigation itself as a weapon. In the early 2000s, the case took a modern turn. A group of hackers found the digitized files of Julian's original tape on a private server. They uploaded the audio to the internet. Within 48 hours, every person who had downloaded the file reported the same thing. Their electronic devices began to malfunction. Phones would dial 911 on their own. Laptops would show images of a dark hallway. One hacker, known only as Cypher3R, claimed he saw Julian Vane in his webcam. Julian wasn't dead, but he wasn't alive. He appeared as a glitching, translucent figure, begging the hacker to delete the frequency. Cypher3R's final post before his own disappearance read, "The entity is ONT in the apartment anymore. It moved. It's in the network. It's in the code. It's watching you through the pixels." Today, apartment 404 is sealed with concrete. The Blackwood estate was demolished, but the reports of the tall silhouette haven't stopped. They have shifted. Now, people report seeing the figure in the background of random YouTube videos, in the static of Zoom calls, and in the blurred edges of security camera footage. The crime of Julian Vane remains unsolved because the perpetrator doesn't have a body to arrest. It is a ghost made of static, a killer made of sound. If you are watching this video, you have already interacted with the frequency, you have listened to the story, you have focused your mind on the entity. Look at the corners of your room. Listen to the hum of your computer fan. If the sound changes, if the shadows seem to stretch toward you, don't turn off the screen. It's already too late to hide. The ghost of apartment 404 has found a new witness, and that witness is you.